Well, as the Russia-Ukraine conflict keeps on going, we appear to be getting a few hilarious breakaway side quests aside from the main storyline. The first one is a YouTuber called Coach Redpill who lives there, but is an American. He got thrown out of his Kiev hotel for live streaming what the hotel manager considered to be Putin propaganda. So then he made the big brain move of leaving Kiev to go to Kharkov, where, despite Coach Redpill's unwavering praise of Putin and his military strategy, this angered Putin a lot. So immediately on Coach Redpill's arrival in Kharkov, it was razed to the ground. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes next. Pro tip to any Ukrainians watching, if you see this man, run. Things are about to explode. Then we have possibly the greatest news of all time. Reddit has found a way to dispose of themselves with the subreddit named volunteers for Ukraine, where we have people several times larger than my local cinema asking if they can go to the Ukraine and eat all their food before Russian shoots them. They even have a poster with sticky to the top of the subreddit demanding people don't discourage people to go to a war zone with no training, and being a redditor, no actual feasible use to the entire world as a whole. But don't you dare tell them this might be a bad idea, or else there'll be no updates for you, sir. And I agree, we must encourage all redditors to go to the front lines of this war. Give them money if we have to. Can you imagine how much better the world would be if we did this? So things are really warming up, but you know what isn't being talked about and is making me literally shake and cry right now as I record this video? The one thing that is more important than war and men and women and children dying. The one thing more important than a potential total destruction of a country. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about because it's so obvious. And that is, of course, trans rights. As a very vocal trans ally that this channel is, when I heard about the plight of this person who can't even be bothered to brush their wig for a TV interview, a stunning and brave hero named Zi Faámelu, I started seething and dilating in solidarity, and the story she told CBS News is simply harrowing. Let's watch the interview so you can feel the true pain of perpetual victimhood.
Sometimes we think it's just all a dream, that we stuck inside some kind of a video game because you live in a quiet society and then you hear bombings and then you wake up to the sound of bombings. I don't want to go outside. I'm literally scared for my life. All my friends left the city. My neighbors left my floor and I think my building. This is not a very rainbow-friendly place. So lives for trans people are very bleak here. If you have male gender in your passport, they will not let you go abroad. They will not let you through. A war within a war, truly, truly. Every noise from outside is a warning sign. It was hell living as a trans person in Kiev in Ukraine. We feel invisible, truly. Like we're not people, like we're not human. It's truly how we feel.
If you give only $2 a month, you can feed a trans Ukrainian for a month. What kind of vibe were they going for here? It's like super victimhood overload. Oh, you mean they won't let people across the border if you have a wig on in war times? Could that maybe because there are people trying to sneak over there to infiltrate things because of the fucking war, and they won't let anything perceived as a disguise slide because, again, this is a war. Just take it off, dipshit. Imagine potentially being exploded because you wouldn't take a wig off for 5 minutes to escape a war zone. And obviously not content with a war war being on, a large part of the world feeling sympathy and empathy for the whole country's citizens, they had to elevate themselves to a higher victim level than everyone else because narcissism, I guess, and call the entire country of Ukraine hateful bigots. And because of the rampant transphobia, they were hated pre-war by everyone anyway. But I can see why you were hated. And it's not transphobia. It's because you're unbearable. Just another day in the race to be the biggest victim. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.